What listeners, Mopreme, right? People don't know, people don't realize that you were the first Shakur to be in the music business. This is what I'm trying to say. I want people to understand that, right? So let people know what the song was that was a hit. I know the song, but I want listeners to know what that song was because you laid it down, brother. Let's start off with how did Tupac get the name, and how did you and Tupac get your names, Mopreme and Tupac?
Tupac, mama gave him his name.
Hmm.
Uh, um, I mean, my name is an artistic expression. You know, I used to be first grade in school. I went to school as Mutulu Shakur. I'm little Mutulu. I'm his oldest kid.
Right.
And then, you know, it's been variations of M something. And then, you know, when we was coming up with Pac and we was in them streets, you know, there's a legendary hustler from Queens, New York called Supreme. He's like, oh, you know, dudes would be like, oh, you Mopreme, and that just stuck.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So a month before Tupac's birth, Athena was part of the Panther 21 trial. Um, she was acquitted over 150 charges, right? Was it 150 charges or something like that?
Around there,
Wow. And she all done it by herself?
and defended herself in federal court.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah. So she did it
Yeah.
all herself
She
while
ain't no
pregnant.
joke. Fanny won't no joke.
Super woman.
What?
Super woman.
Yeah, man. We got strong.
So in saying that then, so what was your memories of growing up around Athene and seeing Tupac raised up around her at that time? Like what was that like?
When we lived together, we was little. He
Hmm.
was 2 and I was 6, and you know, I was looked out for my little brother. You know, hold his hand crossing the street. You know, we did karate school together. We'd be in the park together, just doing little brother shit. You know, um, we fight karate together. Karate was very in at the time. You know, we both loved Bruce Lee. You know, it was just good shit. Going to Kwanzaa's together, um, good shit till everything blew up.
You were just talking obviously about you and Tupac living separate. So I believe that Tupac had left New York and like moved to Baltimore before then moving to Marin City. Is that where you had hooked up, right?
We were in the Bay, yeah. I had just gotten there, and Pac and Fanny had been there, and because once my father was captured,
Mm-hmm.
my father was captured in Los Angeles, and he was shipped to New York. But once he was captured, everybody could come out the woodwork, so to speak, and we started reconnecting. You know, and the Fanny sent me a card
think you kind of
already
Mopreme, please say that bit again
we
because
come out. I was like, link back up with my family.
Mopreme, can you really say that
What?
again because it kind of cut out the reception, but you would just get into the point when you're saying that Athene sent a car for you. It was up to then.
Fanny sent me a card, just a postcard
Postcard, yeah.
saying we're here in the Bay. Come see your brother and sister. And I shot over there, and I had recorded my first. It was recorded, but it hadn't come out yet. And so I was excited. And I was like, the timing was good. It's like, yeah, I'm hooking back up with my fam. I got that hit record coming out. We was getting ready to smash. And it came out straight to #1.
Hold up though. But people, right?
And summer.
But I want listeners though. I want
Underground.
listeners. I want listeners more premium, right? People don't know. People don't realize that you were the first Shakur to be in the music business. This is what I'm trying to say. I want people to understand that, right? So let people know what the song was that was a hit. I know the song, but I want listeners to know what that song was because you laid it down, brother. What was the song?
It's an oldie but a goodie. It's called "Feels Good" by the R&B group Tony.
Feels good.
I'm the feature on it.
Feels good. Love it.
Most ladies, the mellow, quite a nice fellow. He hit a rhyme a cappella. They had the rhythm and I had the rhyme. So then I hit it that one more time. It worked out and then they worked it in. Tony has done it. It feels good. Yeah. Feels good. I'm in the video.
Yeah, man.
Throwback for you.
Oh, good.
So that went to #1. I was #1 out the box. Out the box, I was #1. And then my little brother was right behind me, kicking the dough in. Bam, bam. It's a legendary story, you know?
Yeah, man. Oh, good. Oh, good. So, so you've gained music success off your own merit, and now you're seeing your little brother come up. You must have been around Tupac a lot, you know, with trials and tribulations, right to the success that he was having. So, from his debut through Digital Underground on the song Same Song, what was it like seeing your little brother following your footsteps? What was it like seeing that?
Oh, he surpassed me so quick. He surpassed me. Like, I knew he was talented. I was happy. I was the happiest big brother in the game. What? Hold on.
I think your cameras come off too, you know. I think it froze.
Can you see me? I'm
Yeah,
here. Can you
I
see
can
me?
see it now.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of just in and out though. It's probably just the reception, isn't it?
I'm by a mountain, so yeah, take the GPS off this too when you put it up or whatever. I don't want nobody where I'm not where the bat cave is.
It's so good, man. It's so good. But yeah, man. So it was obviously amazing to see.
Can we go?
Say that again.
I said, can we go? Okay. So yeah, I was so geeked because Pac was doing the most amazing shit in the game. He was like 19, 20 years old. Because in the beginning it was right, and you know, I did the films with him, right? So I was his assistant doing the films. I read lines with him, but I'm standing there as his brother watching him kiss Janet Jackson. I was like, niggas ain't gonna believe this. But yeah, man, two little nappy head kids from the hood, you know, we just trying to make our mamas proud. You dig?
Yeah, yeah. We'll get to
Take
that
care of the
anyway.
family.
That's amazing. We'll get to that because I know that was in Poetic Justice, wasn't it? But first film was Juice. So how did the Bishop role come about for Tupac? I mean, I know that you was there. I mean, how did that come about?
Well, I mean, God bless Shock G, first of all,
Salute, rest in
because
peace.
without Shock G putting Pac on, a lot of this wouldn't have been possible. But actually, Juice was Pac's second movie because he trouble with Roy, and I think he's got a line in that with Digital.
Yeah, yeah.
But Juice Roll was, I think, was supposed to be for Money B, but um, I think Money B and Shock both said, "Yo, Pac, you should go out for this. This is more you, you know." And Pac had the acting chops from Baltimore School of the Arts, where he went to school with Jada, so
Jada
it
Pinkett,
made
yeah.
sense. And Pac blew, and Pac did his thing.
Hmm. Amazing role. I mean, I was what was I then? 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10 when when that film came out. Yeah, I was 10 years old. Yeah, I just remember my older sisters copying that. I was I was just watching Tupac on there. I was like, wow. I mean, I think he obviously stole the show, innit? Like you can't beat the front cover, can you? It's got Tupac right at the front. So when you see that, you kind of want to know who that character is. And I think he just kind of
Remember,
stole the show there.
I memories is just watching the screen because nobody had been in a movie yet.
Mm,
You know, none of us had really been in a film yet. And and you hear that music from Juice, Paramount Pictures, and we did sort of watch the premiere in San Francisco, or was it Oakland? I think it was Oakland. And Pac's name came on the screen. Everybody, hey, on board, you know what I mean? It was just them good little moments. While Pac was filming Juice, uh, it was like fast. He was like first he was like, "Yo, I'm going to New York to shoot this movie, to go out for this movie." I'm like, "All right, good luck, man. Do your thing." Next thing I know, yo, when you gonna come to New York and be with me on this movie I'm doing? I said, "Oh, so you got it? Oh, okay, okay." That's when I met Tretch and them guys from the cast, yo. So yeah,
okay.
good old days, boy. We was grinding, we was humping, music and film, and TV,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Grinding.
No, that's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I also remember around that time, um, can you recall what happened to Tupac? I think it was around 91 when he got beat up by the Oakland police, which resulted in, was it a £10 million lawsuit?
Yeah, uh, Pac was they sweated him for jaywalking. Jaywalking here is crossing the street not at actual stoplight.
Okay.
You know, big crime, right?
You don't get that in England.
They started sweating him, and they asked him his name. He said his name. He's, uh, and then they threw him on the ground, scratches because he was just going to the bank. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that basically for him jaywalking, asking his name,
Mm-hmm.
obviously he said who he was, and then
Mm-hmm.
obviously it resulted in obviously him getting
Yeah,
obviously
gonna
first
tell
harassment.
Pac don't mouth off.
Mm. Yeah.
Picture that. It's like, do you know who you talking to? You shit.
My gosh. So after the lawsuit, you've got Pac's debut album 2pacalypse that's come out. It's obviously frowned upon by the police. Um, songs like Trapped, I Don't Give a Fuck, If My Home Is Call, and I think Soldier's
Mm.
Story. To me, that they're the songs that come out to me. Yeah, um, it kind of shook a lot of big wigs up, particularly that song anyway. And also Juice was released. Propelled his acting career, but his debut album in particular had the vice president, right, Dan Quayle, saying some bullshit like it had no place in our society, shouldn't it be released. I can't remember. I'm just
Mm.
paraphrasing. I know he said something like that. So, can you talk more about that situation? What was Tupac thinking at that time?
Pac was tripping that the vice president was talking about him. He's like, from the ghetto, why are you talking about me? Why are you talking about my album? All the music out there. Why you fucking with my album? You know, it was bugging him out.
Well, I remember seeing an interview where he was talking about that. Again, he's in black, like a black waistcoat, black. I can't remember where the interview was, where it took place, but I just remember seeing that interview. He's dressed in like black waistcoat, black hat. He's with some of his homies, and he's talking about that there. So I'm gonna have to draw back for that. But then Tupac. Then I'm sure he where he said this. I remember him saying that the harassment he was getting by the police didn't really happen until his success of his first album and Juice. Is that right? Well, I wouldn't say that right because it's coming from his mouth, but can you speak more on that? Was like the harassment coming more the fact that they knew
Yeah,
exactly who he was?
yeah. Harassment started coming more from who we had to deal with fans and the public. But they had a thing called hip hop cops here.
Hmm.
Cops dressed like rappers and hip hoppers blending into our hip hop communities to catch people and get them in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it was real. Um, it was a real strange time.
Okay. Well, regardless of what the police was even thinking and what they had to say about Tupacalypse, it's also Tupacalypse now. It's also got some it spoke on racism and police brutality and poverty and politics. That's fact. But it also has some deep emotional songs, and one in particular was Brenda's Got a Baby. So how did that come about for the listeners? Explain how Brenda's Got a Baby, because to me that's still relevant to today in what happens to women around the world. So can you break that down to me, how that happened?
Brenda's got a baby. Okay, we were traveling around a lot, um, either for promotional purposes, either for music, either for film.
Hmm.
A baby being thrown in the trash, and it pissed him off. It pissed him off. He wrote a song about it, and you know, he Pac had already practiced at being a poet. Writing straight poetry. So he and I had something in common with the fathers.
Mhm.
Issues of that is a whole different lane, but it's the same. It's two issues we were trying to deal with as well, and that's but that's, you know what I'm saying, and certain different things would inspire Pac, would, you know, motivate him. Real life shit though, real life feelings, real life actions, real life shit would inspire him to write and create.
Okay. If Pac was alive today, or what advice do you think Pac would give to the bullshit that's going on now? I mean, speaking through you, what do you think needs to change based on what's happened with, you know, with George Floyd? I mean, it's not just it's not just all these killings that's been happening. Let's just say that police brutality, ain't nothing changed based on what you was talking about, what Tupac was talking about through the thug life and everything that he was speaking about. What advice would you give, and what do you think needs to change?
Well, it's really hard to have a lot of hope if you've been paying attention. But we, as Black and brown people, have only survived off hope, you know, hope that things will get better. Because right now, over here, they trying to take shit back to the 1800s or something. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And they're in for a rude awakening. This ain't 1966. And, you know, the fear factor is gone completely. So it's gonna be ugly. You know, I know they got all these right-wing movements and all that. They better chill out. Word up. See, when I think about my brother and these type, his head would have exploded. He would be dead or in jail. Period.
Yeah, we'll get
Because
told as well.
he's uncontrollable. I mean, but yeah, I know the type of things that would piss him off, and you know, there's a whole lot of that been happening. Um, it seems like, you know, the right wingers are trying to force us into some type of autocracy type deal or whatever, back to some colonizer style. Fuck all that, man. Word up. Thug like, baby, you know, the underground economy will thrive. If that's the case, y'all in trouble. But anyway, uh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, what?
Yeah, man.
Stay alive, baby. My
Yeah, man.
man, you know, my man, Bishop Lamont. I'm doing something with him too musically. He got the Stay Alive campaign, man. Just stay alive. We up against alive. We up against a couple of epidemics. We up against,
Yeah,
you know, racism on the move. We you know, you just stay alive, man. Just hold it together. We'll be all right.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We just get be smart. Everybody be smart. You know, protect yourself. Get vaccinated. I don't know. Get vaccinated. Fuck the bullshit. Get vaccinated. It ain't doing nothing but getting worse. You know, I'm not, I'm just stating my opinion. Motherfuckers that fuck with me and my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Please, you know, protect yourself, protect the babies, protect, you know, it's attacking the young ones now, young ones in down. Now what? You know?
mm.
Anyway,
Right. All
y'all
right.
be easy, baby. And peace and love to you and yours, your wife and your family. We can
Yeah.
discuss, right?
Thank you, man. We have to do this again anyway, but thank you so much. I mean, it's a pleasure. Thank you. You know, I could speak to you for hours based off this, man, but We have to do this again. Definitely. But when you're ready, we'll continue this, man. But thank you so much for your time anyway today.
Give me a little bit and we come back. All right, we circle back.
Yeah, man. Defo. Blessings. Peace.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All right,
Peace, brother.
be.